Hello. Hello. I'm running behind tonight, so I'm in the middle of the dry brushing stage. And I'm making it worse, as you can see. I'm trying to go so fast. I'm tearing the white. How are you guys doing tonight? Welcome to the warbossfitz channel. We're painting stuff. Painting this guy. And the reason why there's the question mark in the title is I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to use this for yet. Make sure the chat is on. There we go. Let's see. How are you guys doing tonight? Hopefully you all are unburied from all the snow that the rest of the country got today. Or not today, but this week, month. Oh hell, it's a new month. Over the last couple of weeks, we'll say that. And I made the mistake of putting a poll up on my Discord of what color this should be, and the color white won. Because of course it did. Because they want to see me suffer. So we shall be the initial pounding of the white here, and then we'll go in later with some more details. What's up, Print for Gaming? Yep, doing okay. Doing okay. Had a little bit of a rough day, but I always have rough days. Everyone decided to call out of work today, and it snowed a couple inches, so I had to go shovel 5.8 miles of sidewalk today. And then I got home and I had to have the wife beat me up. Rub up my shoulders. I was destroyed. Destroyed. I don't know how far we're going to get with this tonight, but we shall see. Are we going to get a Titan Lords video? I mean, you will get a Titan Lords video, but this is not for one of my videos. This is part of my super secret project I'm working on. It's not so super secret, but it's part of what I am bringing to Adepticon. For the Titan Bash. Just pounding in the last of the white dry brushing so I know what is going to be white. Greetings and hallucinations. Well, yes, greetings and hallucinations there, Stephen. Hear the printer running in the background. I had to break down and buy a printer heater because it got cold enough I was starting to get fails left, right, and center. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Yes, Adepticon is coming up, and this is going to be for the Titan Bash. Now, for the Titan Bash, people allegedly are supposed to be bringing their own Titans for it, but in anticipation that people will show up, you know, sans Titan, I am working on quite a few to bring with me. Awesome model. Where is it from? This is from the Lazy Forger. I forgot the name of the army that it's for, but they're yellow and they're mechs. And they're in 6 or 10 millimeter. And what I did with this thing is I blew it up about 800% because I was like, ooh, that would be a cool generic Titan. tell you what, that's a little trick. If you find something that you like, I'll say this. A lot of the smaller scale stuff, if you blow it up, the details are there. So if you're looking for a particular vehicle, and you only seem to be able to find it in, let's say, epic scale, just put it on your slicer. Hit the plus button next to the scale slider. You'd be surprised what you can find. Alright, almost done. Just this part here needs to get the white pounded in. And then we will... I'll use an actual, like, hobby white on this as we go on. But this is just initial blocking colors. Or we'll say blocking prime base colors. That's why I'm not too concerned about the white tearing on this, because we will cover it up. Okay, blocked in, and it's sitting on something. Or the base is warped. Yay! I'll fix that in post. When it comes time to do the base. Okay, so yeah, this is from the Laser Forger. 6mm model that has been blown up. And while I'm waiting, I gotta give that white just a little bit of time to dry before we really start pounding on it with other colors. I'm gonna go clear out my water over here because that gets pretty rough and milky. 30 seconds, be right back. Talk about yourself. I'm back. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, how's everybody doing tonight? When designing 3D models are usually done on a larger scale before sizing is easier to sculpt on a larger size. Yeah, that's 100%. 100%. Alright, like I said at the very beginning, I asked my Discord what color I should do this primarily. And of course they said white, because they want to see me suffer. So... white. What do I even do with white? I am so... Where's my paint bucket? There's my paint bucket. Okay. Bucket of paint. Here, I'll give you a little preview. For the next couple weeks, we're going to be doing Titans. This is what I got so far. You know, and a couple werewolves. I got a long neck, working on the Orc Titan, and then some werewolves back there. And the printer is currently running for the next one. And then after that, I got a Titan. It's going to take 9, or it's going to take 10 plates. So, yeah, it's going to be a minute. That's medium. Ooh, I can use some of those. What do I got here? Come on, I know I got white somewhere. Oh. What is that? Oh, oil stains. We might use some of that. Definitely going to use some oil paints on this somewhere. I know this makes for great YouTube. Are you up there? No, you're not up there. Fairy dust. No, we're not going to use fairy dust. Where's my big bucket? Oh, there it is. I like to hear random noises in the background. Yeah. Well, here. Show you all what I'm going through. Here's my other big bucket of paint. White. white. Well, there's a white. It's a GW white. I don't know if it's any good anymore. What is this? What is this? A raised bone. We might use that as a step. It says it's white, but I don't know. I don't know. We got a lot of these GW colors, white claw, white scar, are older than the actual YouTube channel. Well, if that's all the whites we got, that's all the whites we got. You can see how often I use white. There's that. Right over there. We got the second paint bucket. Second bin o' paint. This is what I was going through before. I don't believe I got. Keep seeing this. I keep thinking that's white, but it's quick shade wash, medium. I got a speed paint white. We'll see how that works. Might use that as like a last coat. Give it some gray. Oh, Lord. Why has it got to be white? Well, that's because I put a poll up on my Discord, and that's what they chose. And then there's no whites in here. Is there? Is that a white? Ivory white. No, we want clean white. Because I'm still not entirely sure whether or not I'm going to be using this as a Dow Union Surge Titan, or originally I built the weapon loadouts to be a Blessed Sister Titan. Watch, this is going to be where I find it sitting right in front of my face. Oh, Lord, what are you? Oh, rust. Oh, we'll see. Why the chasing it is in. Okay. Now, well, let's see here. Let's see what this Wraithbone looks like. That might actually be never opened. Chunky. That's a cool looking model. Just painted like, oh! I didn't realize that was you talking about the zombie family of halflings. That, I don't know. I don't know. Might be able to do something with that. Hello! Big old brush for this. What's up? Oh, it is so chunk. So chunk.
God, you could be a little gentle with it.
No. Uncle C showed up, everybody. Say hi. Looking over my shoulder.
Just pop in for a sec.
Oh my God. Alright, we can make that work. That's good enough. We can make that work. Maybe. The Corsair's Epic Scale Army. Okay, I know it's a Lazy Forger. I just forgot which one of his armies it is. Alright, let's...
How are the knees?
dig in.
Sore. Very sore, Steve. Very fucking sore. Pick up a brush and start painting. I'm closer to autistic than I am artistic. I said talk your son through a nightmare.
Oh, what now?
I don't know, something about cats, and I'm like, yep, that's fitting.
Oh, Lord, this is going to be so... Oh, it's so chunky. It's so chunky. You know what we call that? We call it texture.
Yes, we are. Going to Adepticon.
Oh, yep. Oh, yep. Let's put some of that up there. Maybe I can something
Hey, Tim.
into that.
Who the fuck is Tom?
Alright, you want to pull up a chair and you can monitor chat while I'm trying not to flub?
I'm just hanging out for a sec.
Okay.
Planning on playing any matches. Well, yeah. I'll probably do something. He's got a...
I'm running a lot of the stuff, so I won't be playing, but they do have open game tables. And I can be convinced to hang out at open game table after hours.
Translation, just say, hey, come hang out. Okay.
Oh, it depends. Okay.
Hey, Terrainaholic. I miss you too, Tim. One thing about painting minis is... Now I see why you say monitor chat. That does just fade in and out quick. Yeah, you only get better the more you paint. You're not wrong. If I see you guys there, is it okay to say hi to you guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah. Be kind of hurt if you didn't. It'd be weird being recognized in public by something other than police. We'll probably have warbossfitz shirts on.
Well, I'll have OPR stuff on.
Don't worry, I'm not crazy and I won't stab anyone. We're big guys. We're stab proof.
You know who says that? People who stab people.
It's a pretty accurate statement.
I won't stab you, stab. Aha, I lied.
Just an old-timey vaudevilling. So if we see, we should ask for you to provide ID. It was one time. Damn, how'd you know my lie? Because he may or may not be one of those.
I saw a meme today. I don't know why my feed on Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit.
Yes, Terrainaholic, it does count.
We're just on point today. One was calm seas don't make the best sailors. Give the chick from the asylum a chance.
Damn.
I was like, ooh.
Did you go on a special crazy dating app to meet her?
Grippy socks means grippy box.
Crazy in the head means crazy in bed.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's my sister.
This is a family show. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I think family show ends the minute I walk in a room.
I love how every time I put white on this and it's not like perfect white, I'm going to be like, that's just a base coat of white. Don't worry about it.
How many base coats are there?
We all know.
Nice model.
There you go.
Dan, your model's showing.
Yes. We all know that I have. That's just how you paint white. You keep calling
Manson
it
family show.
You keep calling it a base coat until you just get tired of it. And you're like, fine, that'll work. That's my color.
Tim says it's his sister, so still family. Ooh.
Ugh.
Wait. My sister or yours?
Not just the way you put that.
Hear my sister. Hear my sister. I worked with some crazy girls, and for some reason they told me things they did behind the scenes. They get dirty in the nice way of saying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strippers are fun to hang out with, especially after hours when they're... You find that the after hours for the dancers is when they're fully clothed and drinking. Even I shuddered when he said that. I know you've been like me. You've bounced at a strip club, right?
Yeah.
You ever noticed...
Speaking of drinking, 'tis that time.
God, I need to drink beer. But the later the night goes and the more clothed they get, the more unhinged they become.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, Evan was knocking on the wall frantically. He's like, I had a nightmare about a cat. I'm like,
I have a waking nightmare about cats every day.
I told him, I was like, you're in the right house for that, dude. or technically in the wrong house because they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I didn't want to point that aspect out to him mid-nightmare.
Right.
I had a nightmare about cats. They're everywhere, Evan.
I see cat people.
Just want to see you. Meow.
Like I said, I'm not sure if this is going to be a surge tighten or a pleasant.
What do you think of airbrushes? I've never used one, but they look handy for stuff.
Airbrushes are nice if you have the patience to clean them.
Every 5 seconds if it's yours.
Yeah, I don't have the patience to clean mine. So I got one. Every time I use like every 3 or 4 years, I go, yeah, let me do this airbrush thing, and then after 1 or 2 colors, I go, I remember why I don't airbrush stuff anymore.
What in the?
What?
I'm not saying it on stream, but
What? I love when Uncle C comes down here to the workshop and he sees stuff and goes, "What in the hell is that?"
oh my god!
Yeah, those are other super secret projects.
I'm not saying shit, but I want it to be my friend.
It'll be somebody's friend.
Oh my god! Are these what I think they are?
Yeah, they're exactly what you think they are. Sorry, you can't see that on stream. Oh, let me move the camera.
Fully erect. I need a better airbrush. You don't need to be patient. You just need to take the safety cap off and hit it with a wet brush, and at the same pace, you would clean a normal airbrush. Metal Gear, spoil me. What do you see? No. Because this shit's cool, and it's gonna be even cooler when you get to see it.
It'll be coming up here in a couple of weeks.
I can't wait to see the color schemes and shit.
That was gonna be interesting. That was gonna be fun. I already have a color in mind for that one. I'm not gonna ask Discord because they give me colors that make my brain hurt, like white.
Or, Tim with his neon fucking fuchsia
Yep.
texted to me. No, Tim.
Shoot.
You count as a fan right now, not a Tim.
You will say it at the same time.
That's the
everyone
downfall of
else
me.
does.
Me being involved in his show is that I have signed an NDA. Moav. Is that a resin or FDM print?
Oh, this is a resin print. It's like 1.5 pounds. It's like 2-3 pounds actually. Now that I think about it.
That thing
Because
finally give up?
what?
That thing finally give up?
No, it didn't give up. I have my FDM printer apart and like across the room. It didn't give up, but when I have the heater attached to the resin printer, I needed more real estate over there. Just because when I take the top off, now that it's attached with a power cord, I can't just whip it off and
That's one smooth print.
throw it on the floor. I go,
And you just took a model for tiny scale games and just blew it up massively in size? Smart.
Yep, this thing started at as a 6mm model. I think I did 800%. I did lots of Googling how tall is an Imperial Knight, and I kind of aimed for that.
Want to talk about the fact of what country was it that's apparently got dreadnoughts?
Oh, Poland?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool picture.
Smart, says Trainaholic. But in all sorts of caps and exclamations.
There you go.
I have to give Shitabox credit. They did a good job making sure the details came through.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, if any of you have children out there that like Legos, don't buy them something called a mechanical whale. Just don't do it.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell about that saga. So, my little one, Evan, loves Legos. And I was like, let's find some cool Legos. Let's go
I
on
thought that was
Amazon.
AI. No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure it was AI, but I'm just entertaining the fact that Poland might have dreadnoughts.
If they do, so do we.
Yep.
But anyway,
So, I was like, I'm going to be the cool dad. I'm going to find you some really cool Legos. So, I go on Amazon, and they have, it's a Chinese company, of course. And the options were like an anglerfish, octopus, or a whale. And he's like, what has more pieces? The whale? Yeah, let's get the whale. I'm like, oh, dear God. Okay, it's already started. So, Saturday, I didn't really have much going on Saturday. I bought this for him, 2-3 weeks ago. We didn't have time to get to it because he had so many other Lego sets. I was like, hey, Evan, let's go put that mechanical whale together. Yay! That started a 10-hour saga of me assembling that stupid freaking whale. Just for... apparently I didn't put it up... You have to have, like, micron level tolerances on stuff because it was falling apart.
Let's put it this way. He started at 10 a.m. Me and my other half decided to FaceTime my mother for some reason at, like, what, 8 o'clock?
Yep.
Because we were like, hey, we're going to be drunk in a hot tub in near 0-degree temperature, because why not? And I hear him in the background, don't talk to Dan, he's been doing this since 10 a.m. And Evan's like, yeah, he's a little past it. Meanwhile, Evan was asking his dad something, he's like, I don't care, let's just finish.
Right, and then it was, why don't we take a break from that? No, if I don't finish this now, I'm going to throw it across the room.
Yeah. And then he tried showing me it the next day, and of course, as he tries to move it, things are falling and shit, and it's like, okay. I spent 11 hours putting together a Lego Big Boy steam locomotive on Xmas Day last year. That was 10, by the way.
Yeah.
I probably could have left that part out and you would have figured it out.
Oh.
I'm telling you, 3D printing and Gunpla are much better than Legos nowadays.
They are, but he's 9 now, so.
You almost said 8, didn't you?
Shit, I almost said 6. I swear, I'm an attentive father, but time moves so fast in my head. He's still a 6-year-old.
Dude, I can just judge how old he is by looking at photos of you and seeing how much more gray in the beard is. Never too old for Gunpla. I don't know what Gunpla is.
Gundams.
Oh, Gundams are awesome. Fucking, dude, I still think Bionicles should have been cooler than they were.
I saw at Ryder's Hobby Shop, they have Zoids.
No shit.
Zoid stuff. And I was like, oh, I remember Zoids. And then I looked at the price tag. I was like, yeah, I'll leave that in the past.
I had that when I found the original, remember old school Beyblades from like the early 2000s?
Mm-hmm.
I found original artwork Beyblades and shit, and I'm like, nope. And my mother-in-law got me in the same damn one for my birthday, so now I have 2. So now you look extra tismy, Tim. Hell, my youngest twin girls turned 21 at the end of the month. Jesus, I had the Void Dreadnought as a kid. Gunpla kits are pretty simple to put together for younger folks. He just likes Legos right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Have we exposed him to Gunpla kits?
I just got him to start watching anime, so the kid binge watched all of My Hero Academia in a month.
Yeah, give it time. We'll get him into. He'll hit Gundam pretty soon.
I mean, fuck, he likes Transformers. It's not really much different.
Well, okay.
Aside from the fact that they're big mechs that you ride inside of, like, I'm
gonna act offended, but I was...
It's an accurate description. If a child likes Transformers, they're probably gonna like Gundam.
Yep.
It'd be like saying, okay, my kid likes Power Rangers. Your kid should love Gundam, then. Actually, that's more of an accurate one.
I never got into Gundam just because I didn't know Gundam existed until I was in high school. And,
What the fuck's the chewed up gum over there for?
That's not chewed up gum. That's, God, what's it called? It's blue tack, but it's not blue.
I may or may not have Epion, the Dysmanthian models. That comment deserves a slap, but you aren't wrong. If a child looks at a Gundam and then looks at a fucking Megazord from Power Rangers, gonna draw some strong parallels.
Get him, chat.
Oh boy, is it a fun time introducing people to anime you love, son of a bitch. The pet chat went away.
What?
Chat went away. Fuck this. I'm gonna open my phone.
Yeah, it's...
I don't feel bad about not knowing existing until later. I only learned about Macross a few days ago. Gundam.
He's loading up his phone so he can see
It's
the
gonna
chat.
be a second. You know, okay. Hang on, kids.
Macross. Shit. I was far into BattleTech before I discovered Macross, right? Or no, I'm thinking Robotech. God!
Gundam anime, great for kids if you ignore the genocide and war crimes.
Yeah.
I'm about to get him to start watching, what did I say I was watching? Bleach? Yeah.
Yeah, Bleach.
Because I watched most of that when I was younger, and I'm like, I should rewatch that. Meanwhile, I'm just finishing up, I was reincarnated as a slime. You going to snow camo on that bad boy?
No, we're gonna go for like speaking of anime, like Tachigama White from Ghost in the Shell.
Well, I'm a Tachigami ghost my ass the fuck out of here, so.
You just loaded chat.
I know, but, you know.
What are you talking about?
Bleach is the GOAT. Bleach is second GOAT behind Dragon Ball. Goku's fucking king and always will be. I will not hear any argument about it.
Okay, mister, I watch entire episodes of men screaming at each other.
You're damn right I do. It's the straightest kind of anime.
Oh.
Goes. Kid logic. Up. Never mind.
I can't judge. I like weird animes.
DBZ's man. I'm out.
I gotta read the chat. My chat monkey went away. You can thank that guy for getting stuck in traffic one day thinking, man, wouldn't it be cool if my car had legs, making Mazinger for just about every modern giant super robot. Yeah. Yeah. I was not an anime kid. I got exposed to anime watching freaking Toonami. So, as an adult, I've gone back and watched other things. Stuff from like the 80s and 90s, which was peak animation. We just like teasing you guys. That's fine. Go back, take your verbal abuse about anime like a man, damn it. Or Pulp Fiction early Superman cartoons? Yeah. See, I don't even remember what I was into as a kid. I just kind of, I don't know, I want to say I just kind of existed before discovering, like anime and 40K and fun IP. Like Star Wars and Aliens. I was into those as a kid just because my uncle had, like, recorded those off of HBO. So those were the coolest movies that we had. Why GW White though? Because it's the only white I got. Don't worry, we'll beat it up. I got some holy white paint, and then I got some oil paints that we're gonna do some runs. I know we're looking chalky. We can cover that up. Why GW White? Because it's the only white I freaking own, apparently. I was even looking through my Model Colors brand paint. I was going to say, I know I'm using paint that's $7 for 500 or however many milliliters it is, but I don't even know what GW paint is going for these days. I stopped buying this like 5 years ago. Okay, I think we can call. Well, let's do a little bit more in here. One more there, one more there. Oh, there's a big old chunk of white. Thank you. Thank you, Chunky White. Just rename this shit Chunky White. Does Robotech as a dub of lacrosse also wind up making you sit back and think, oh my goodness, just say you're in love with her? That's self-harm. I know. I know. I know, but it's the only white that I have. I've moved past. Oh shit! I forgot that big old panel at the top. I've moved past white. I even looked for my white can of primer. I couldn't find it. I was like, oh no! I gotta brush this crap. Okay. Okay, white is done. Bleh. White is done. You know that streaky, chunky, me. It's done. Throw that back in the bucket. So, what are we going to do next? The next big block would be, I'm going to do the legs and the guns metallic. Do I got, every time I do something big, I always go, do I got enough of that particular color? I should have it. I don't want to do polished silver. I want to do broadsword silver. Most of the layers, meh. Yeah. Listen, I suffered through GW paint for 20 years, because that's all I knew about. As terrible as it sounds. Well, that's all my store sold. Where are you? There we go. There's some broadsword silver. Let's use this one. Oh, I don't know if there's much. Oh, there's another one staring right at me. So let's empty out this bottle here. I have a feeling I'm going to use all of that. Only the tops, the caps are. Look, the tops are painted. Look, that's the color. Me. Do that. We'll do a little bit of flow aid in there. There we go. Put the clippers over there. Not building anything at the moment. All right, there we go. So this will be our base silver, and then after this we will highlight the silver. The dark way before times. Hey boss, you ever accidentally destroyed a mini in the Sonic Cleaner? I don't have a Sonic Cleaner, so I've never destroyed one in the Sonic Cleaner. But I have destroyed, well, I've never destroyed full minis, but I have left parts inside of my acetone bath. And then when I go to assemble stuff, I'm like, where did that head go? And then I find it, and I go and pluck it out of the acetone bath, and it just turns to powder. Like, that's where it was. See, I'm not cool enough to have a sonic cleaner. I got acetone pickle jars. Oh, I believe you. Remember, I'm running on a shoestring budget. Because YouTube don't pay like everyone thinks YouTube pays. I mean, it might. If, I had 100,000 subscribers, which, ain't gonna happen anytime soon. It's funny though, I have all of these like grand ideas for the YouTube channel, like what I want to do, but I don't have the technical ability or the knowledge of what to do to achieve them. One day though, baby steps. If you glue the mini though, you'll have to re-glue. Also try to budget when I can. Resin can get expensive. Yep. That's why I'm happy, even though there are tariffs and all kinds of other stuff here in the States, that Sunlu, which is the resin I primarily use, still has not gone up in price all that much. I think I just, I got 4 kilos of it, and I think I paid $40, like $45 maybe. So, yeah. Acetone pickle jars. This is the way. Yes. Yeah, that's my. That's where I keep all the brushes that I don't use. The funny thing is, all the brushes I do use, they all hang out right there. Sauntering, so I don't really know the different types, just like what I like. Okay, I don't know where that was coming from. Okay. Well, finished up the first color. My ghouls need to shower and get to bed. All right, good night, Print for Gaming. Good night. Like what ideas? Like ways to make the battle reports better. Graphics to put on there. I want to get better audio. Although there's not much I can do with a voice like mine. It's funny is whenever I'm editing videos, in my head, my voice is more high pitched than what is I get when I edit the videos. I'm like, oh, is that really me? So it took about a year for me to be able to like listen to my own voice without cringing. And still, sometimes I disassociate and be like, hey, that's a different guy. Especially when everyone's asleep and I gotta talk in a low tone like this at the most. Oh, Gundam models. Okay. Oh my god! Did I miss this freaking support? There we go. I did. It's funny, I've been staring at this thing for like a month. Still have one sneak past me. Yes, at some points it does cross over from missed support to extra piece of it's a piece of gribbly. You know what? Now that I'm this far down, let me try a different brush. Actually, let me finish this can off first. Open the next one. Welcome to Monday nights. Also, I think that's why I do my live stream on Monday nights. So I have something to look forward to on Mondays, because Mondays always suck. But if I have something to do on Monday like this, which brings me such joy, it's not that bad. I get to paint stuff, I get to hang out with you guys. Talk about all kinds of stuff. I get to paint something so big that y'all can't even see my brush strokes on camera. Everything to look forward to is nice. Yep. Especially when you had something like you do and you couldn't do it, so now you have something else fun to do. Like I said, I'm going to have so much fun in the next coming weeks, because I'm going to do, we're going to do Titans for the foreseeable, and by that I mean at least up until, don't be surprised if we do Titans every week all the way up until March. Because, yeah, like I said, we got Adepticon, the Titan Bash at Adepticon. I found out, I thought I was just going to be help running the thing, but like, oh no, you are going to be there and you're going to be running a Titan. I'm like, oh! So everyone chose Titans to run. I'm like, oh, I can make whatever. So, that, and then everyone is supposed to bring a Titan, but in case someone doesn't, like in case someone signed up and like didn't read the whole thing and they show up without a Titan, I'm gonna bring like 6. So this whole week, I hit the white. So this whole month at least is gonna be me painting Titans. I'm remaking one of them I already have. So technically this will be Titan number 2, because we're going to count the Human Defense Force super heavy tank that I have as a Titan. That'll be one of them. I got this, and then I got some super secret projects. Well, one of them, of course, is an Orc Titan. Can't be secret about that. Because you know I wouldn't show up without orcs. You're here. Because last year the Depth kind of gave away a whole orc army. The fun part was, well, the funny part, at least to me, was it was a kid that I don't think realized what I handed him. I handed him a box. Like, here you go, kid. Have fun with this. I don't think they realized it was like a 3,000 point orc army for OPR. It was right after he did the demos on the table too. It was like, hey, would you say orcs are the best? Well, they're okay, I guess. I'm like, good enough for me. You're the first kid I had come by. What contrast from the metal really makes the white? Oh, that contrast from the metal makes the white pop. Yeah. Yeah. Becky. Yeah, I'm remaking Becky, but so we're gonna have to come up with a name for it. Because Becky's still gonna be Becky. She's still gonna be here. And then we got Stacy, the freaking Mega Gargant. So we gotta come up with some other Valley Girl name for the next one. Yeah, I already got the next one. I got most of the parts over there. Made him wah for it. Well, yeah, I knew I wanted to give it to a kid, and like I could tell his dad was a whole lot more into it than he was. So I don't know. Maybe his dad's got the Army High. If you're watching. Sorry, I make weird noises when I gotta be focused on putting the paint in the right spot. It's like earlier when my wife was massaging or beating me up the sore muscles that I had from today. I'll tell you what, man. Snow shoveling 5 miles of sidewalks is one hell of a pack workout. And she likes the random noises that I make when she hits the right spots, like the whole time I'm like, you're enjoying this way too much, you sadistic woman. She's like, it can't hurt that bad, you big pussy. Involuntary noises kind of fascinate me as I make a lot of them. Are there any other kind of woman? Yeah, she proceeded to call me a pussy, and then she was like, I've seen you reset your own dislocated shoulder. Shut up. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do just tips. Well, that thing looks boss. Awesome. Dad tags the whole orc army. I bet there was a lot of like orc stuff that I randomly ran into at Adepticon last year. I had one guy in the hallway. I was running between because there's two buildings that are kind of connected by a skywalk. I was running between the two buildings, and a guy stops me. He's like, "You look like you need an orc," and he handed me an orc model. I'm like, "You don't know how right you are." I was like, "You picked the right guy for this." And speaking of, is it still up here? Yeah, it's still up here. It was no, that one. It was that orc model he gave me last year. Ta-da! All metal orc model. I was just surprised. I was like, ooh, I haven't had a metal orc model forever. I've only relocated fingies that have popped out of sockets. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a life of multiple multiple injuries. We'll just say that injuries that I'm at a point where it's like, well, I gotta take care of this my damn self. So I do. Okay. Ooh, and the pipes up top. We'll do those metal as well. The smoke launchers. Warboss, I'm trying to get the courage to paint these goblin reclaimers. They're not the most fun to paint. Give me some wah to do it. Wah. Whoa. Well, the goblin's gonna be like. Wah. Because goblins are fun to paint. Goblins are fun to paint if you just embrace the stupid. I'm angry and I'm 3 foot tall. Bang. Sounds like you're constipated. It's not like Dragon Ball Z, Super Saiyan there. Going one in a cute hammer style with lots of pastels. Ooh, or pastels. You know what's funny is I've been getting a lot of the cute Warhammer stuff on Instagram, where it's showing like chibi cute versions of all the 40k armies and with the AI. Been getting a lot of that lately. Okay. God, this thing being the base being warped is giving me a headache. You tried it to challenge yourself and now you're just tired. Well, that's why it's a challenge. That is why it is a challenge. Oh, I just dumped all that paint and realized I didn't do the... Oh, that's okay. We'll do those with the next color. Okay, we gotta have some different colors in here. I gotta find... Where is my copper color? Because I'm gonna use the copper color for like these grates here. Just for some colored pop there. Where are you? Where are you? I know you have a black cap. Where are you? Is it? Oh, there it is. Ta-da. Ah, for that. Vallejo. Bedazzled dreads. Yeah, there's a couple of GB 40k people. That sounds so weird to say it that way. Words that I did not know would be together. I know there's a 3D printer that made some chibi 40k models. I don't know if they're around anymore because a lot of the 3D creators, I feel like we're on like generation 3 or 4 of the 3D modelers. Because we got the ones that like set up Patreons and set themselves up as more of a business, but a lot of the people that did it just kind of like as a hobby have kind of fallen off. And we've gone through a couple different generations of those. Maybe the end of the gun barrel's copper as well. No. No. Yeah, it would. It would. But no, we're just going to do all these little grates in here in copper. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure whether or not this is going to be a Tide Titan or a Blessed Titan because I set it up to have the weapons for the Blessed Titan. But, I mean, this looks like a freaking Dow unit. That's their army. It looks like a Dow Titan, doesn't it? Like, yeah, it screams Dow. Then I'll do these little dots in here. I'll do those copper as well, just to get the color to a different spot. There we go. Just gives a little bit, little splash of color right there. A hard no for copper barrels, but I'll do a strawberry Kopesh. Listen, I have not drank enough yet to do a strawberry Kopesh, and that one was just one model that was just going to be out here in the garage for funsies. Okay. Next color. Ooh, made me sound European. I spelled color with a U. Color. Let's do. Okay, let's highlight up the gunmetal color, but we're gonna use this. We're gonna use this just because it's easy. Has anyone tried the stamp plates from Goovertown Hobbies for miniatures? Or more generally, acrylic nail stamp plates. I wish Titans were easier to field because of how cool big minis are. Well, I mean, you could always just have your own Titan bash. Just set up with everybody, be like, hey, we're bringing Titans today. Deal with it. Of course, that's if you got a group to play with and you're not, limited to just going to event type things. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, that works. How's that look on camera? Focus there. Thank you. A little bit. It's kind of hard to see on camera. Let's see how subtle it's going to be in real life. I painted my Saurians with white armor and then applied washes like Grimdark Shadow or Skin Wash. And the result was kind of some bleached armor that looks really good on them. Well, good. Good. I mean, I definitely like the washing. The washing technique. White is definitely a pain in the ass to paint. That's why next time I do a poll, white's not even going to even be an option. Bunch of bastards. Well, it depends on which direction you want to go with it. You want to go with the warm white or a cool white. And with the blue, you're obviously going for a cool white. I like warm whites. I like a ivory or a tan color. Of course, that's just everyone saying that I love browns. I love my browns. I love my drab colors. Can't argue with that. Now, how in the hell did I get a FDM print cast off over here? Little piece of FDM snot was stuck to my finger. I hadn't considered it, but that could be really cool on a robot. That could be really cool. Oh, okay. We've hit that point in the night where I'm slurring. Awesome. You know, I like Goobertown because he's got, the whole chemist thing. He can tell you what paints will work and react differently with other paints. But man, he got them crazy eyes. Love him to death, but man, if he stared at me, I would poo a little bit. I'd pee a little bit, be like, stop it. How about a Monarch Titan army? What does that mean? A Monarch Titan army? Bunch of big old butterflies like Mothra. Have a guy in a white suit running the whole thing. I am the monarch. Right. Okay, I've lost the plot so far. Hello from South. Hey, hello from South America. Hi, Juan. How are you doing? Monarch Titans from Titanfall 2. Oh, okay. See, I never played any of the Titanfall stuff. Never played the Titanfall stuff. I think it definitely sounds like a game that would be up my alley, but I think it was because I'd already sold off my Xbox by then. That's all I had. I was an Xbox guy. I was not a PlayStation guy whatsoever. Subject change. I was a midnight release of Halo 2 kind of Xbox player. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Did I play any of the Dark Souls? No, I did not play any of the Dark Souls. Now, I used to be a gamer. Now I am very much a... I still play computer games. I'm a computer gamer. That's all I do. I don't have any consoles. I remember H2. God, I miss those days. Yes! Yes! Oh, I used to run freaking Halo 2 LAN parties at my college. It was glorious. But nowadays, I am not a shooter player. I'm more of a strategic mappies player. I play my mappies. Oh, I forgot that color. Damn it! I forgot that spot. Damn it! Pull out the paint again. No, just a little bit. Yeah, I was when I switched back over to computer gaming exclusively, I was definitely a Total War guy. Like I had Total War Shogun, Total War 1. I played that like in 1998. They're like 19 whenever they came out. I got that like immediately. And then I did simulation games like X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. What model is he painting? Oh no! It is from the Lazy Forger. Started life as a 6mm model, but I put it on G2 box and said enhance by 800%. So it was, someone put it up way earlier in the chat. It was by the Lazy Forger, one of his armies. I forgot the name, but they're like a tan color. Great job scaling up. Yes. Well, I mean, just part of the game. All I did was I referenced the size of an Imperial Knight and I aimed for that. The Corsairs, there it is. It's part of the Corsairs army, and if you get the Corsairs army, there's like 12 different types of these guys. I just thought this one would look cooler. The coolest looking one. What to do next? I'm looking forward to Menace. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, XCOM. I played XCOM 1, XCOM 2, all the different shit. I played the original Chaos Gate way back in the day. Let me tell you, that was my introduction to XCOM type games, and that one was not nice. Not nice at all. Where's it? Okay. We're going to try this. We're going to take our white speed paint and go over the white armor. Just to see what happens. We're experimenting now. We're in uncharted territory. I love it. Ugh. Get that off here. Thank God you all can't see what I just did. I put the paint palette over here. Then I take the towel and I do this. No one saw that, so we're good. There we go. Original Castle Wolfenstein and a beta version of the original Doom. There you go. There you go. That's more my speed. Okay. So, let's do this. Ooh, this is moving us into gray territory, but I'll allow it. Just give us some depth. Give us some depth. Let's see what happens with the rest of it. Like I said, I like to experiment. To experiment on stream. I think I've used this white speed paint like once before. So long ago I don't remember. Let's see what happens. Maybe it'll even us out. Maybe it gives us some depth. I don't know. All I know is I got to keep it upright. So if there is some pooling, it is going to be towards where gravity would normally take it. Oh, look at that there. I don't know if I like that. Let's go for clean panel. There we go. Super quick white dry brushes should be golden. We shall see. shall see. Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. Ooh, look at that pooling there. Come here, you. There's a pooling there, too. Ooh. There we go. We finish the top. I need to hit it right there because it just looks weird without it. But yeah, anyone that has not been here from the beginning, panel lighting and hot rod red. Anyone that's not been here from the beginning and heard what this is actually for, this year at Adepticon, we are running a OPR Titan Bash, and she's sold out already. Even though if you just kind of if you go to Adepticon and you show up at the table, there is a non-zero chance that I won't just be like, yeah, just grab your Titan, get in there. So for the Titan Bash, everyone is supposed to bring their own Titan. Now, we're not sure if everyone is going to bring their own Titan. So, I'm going to be bringing multiple Titans and some Titans that people haven't seen. What's your camera setup? Do you just use your phone? Yep, it's just my phone. It is a Galaxy Pixel 7. Which oh God, it's going to glitch out of me now when I say this, but I am going to hopefully be replacing soon, one of these days. It is very unusual for me to keep a cell phone for more than a year, just because I normally have broken them by now. How many points is the list? I maybe one just, there is no points. There are no points. Just bring something that is a Titan scale unit and put it on the board. I'm not the one that's like I'm not the one that wrote the rules for it, but what I can surmise from what we've been told about it is everyone starts on the board with their Titan, and then you proceed to kill as many Titans as possible, and if your Titan dies, you just respawn on the edge of the board, and you continue. And we go for however long we want to go. I've already got people that are, like, it's going to be the guys that are running it. We're going to have our own Titans, and then whoever shows up to play will have their Titans, or like I said, I'm not sure if everyone will have their own Titan. So I'm bringing 6. I'm bringing 6, and I will tell you though, if you borrow one of my Titans, you are now officially part of my alliance. Do not shoot me, or I shall be upset. You almost inspired me to get out of bed and go get some paint on plastic, but the missus would disapprove. Thank you for a fun, relaxing watch. Well, you are absolutely welcome. Absolutely welcome. Listen, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to inspire. I'm here to just watch and veg out. Just watching paint get applied to plastic or resin in this case. But back to the Titan fight. Yes, everyone will respawn whenever their Titan dies. I'm not sure how we determine who the winner of the Titan Bash is, because I know Adepticon likes to give out trophies to their winners. on top of whatever whatever OPR will give out. I love watching paint dry. Hanging in there to work at night and working on a Gundam model. There you go. And anyone who has played games with me that I have run know that you're going to walk away with something. Oh, I see this model color I got going on here. Like all those little beaten spots. I'm like, I should have done this in like that beat snow camo. Too late now. Maybe for the next one. Oh, that's there. I'm almost inspired to go to Adepticon for Titan Brawl. Well, officially all of our stuff, I think the tournament still has a few slots open, very few slots open, but officially like everything's sold out. The Titan Bash sold out very quickly. But like I said, odds are if you just walk by and be like, hey, what's this? I'll throw a Titan at you and be like, get in there and fight! Rah! Probably want to do anyways. People are going to be walking by and be like, see this Titan, it's yours. Get in there, beat some face. Smash. What do I do? Roll dice, smash stuff. Okay. Oh, I got that over there to do. Hey. And then, of course, for Adepticon, I will be there hanging out after hours at the open play tables like I was last year and throw down a bit. Who knows what I'll show up with. Last year I tested out my 2 Trench Crusade OPR armies. Worked pretty well. And it wasn't until the second game I had, once I got back home, that I was like, ooh! One of those is pretty freaking OP, and I didn't realize it. Sue wants to know what day is the Titan Bash. I think the Titan Bash is on Sunday. I think. I could be wrong. But if you go to Adepticon and look at the events page and just type in Grim Dark Future, or just put in Titan Bash, it'll be there. I have some Titans, well, OPR HDF Havoc Defense Force Titans. There you go. One of the Titans I'm going to bring is is a super heavy tank. Sunday 10 to 1. There you go. We're looking pretty cool. We'll let that speed paint dry fully before we hit it with a white dry brush. What are we going to do in the meantime? I got to go back and hit some metal spots. These spots here on both legs, for some reason, my mind blanked and didn't see those. You know what? We're going to wait because I'm going to hit those with the white dry brush if I do that. So let's go. What color should I do the missile caps? Because I want to do them a color. I don't know what, though. Kit bashed Archvillain games on OPR heavy scale to Titan size. Yeah, I think the one I'm doing is Maker's Cult. Oh, Black Dot in the Barrels. Yeah, that's like the last step. Red definitely works. Red definitely works. So we're gonna do a red. We're gonna do flag red first, and then we'll go through. Yeah, open up. Then we're gonna go through with a contrast or something to hit the raised details. I love how I just grab this thing by the foot. Come here, you. Can you see it? Oh yeah, it's on camera. Yeah, back to the question to use this as a Surge Titan from the Tao or a Blessed Titan from the Blessed Sisters. The Blessed Sisters Titan is just straight better. I think what I'll do, I'll write out both index cards for it, because all the Titans I'm going to bring. I'm going to put the index cards, or write the stats for them on index cards, and then I'll be like, pick whichever one you want for whoever grabs it. Because I'm not going to pilot this. I'm going to be piloting the Orc Great Walker. Because I can't help myself. Right. I wish I had the money to see you and the OPR crew at Adepticon kick some faces for me. Well, absolutely, that's what we'll do. And, we are, at least this year, I am going to be making it to not Adepticon, God, I'm so used to saying Adepticon. Gen Con later in the year. I think that's in July. I'm slated to be there with the OPR crew as well. And, I have a couple of event ideas I'm going to run by people at OPR for more fun crowd interaction type things. I think I'm going to do a chariot race where everyone brings a chariot and we go around this big circle and there's going to be stuff shooting at you, and of course you're trying to kill off the other charioteers to win the race, or I might do it in how many laps are completed. Laps completed and kills are added to it, to your score. I don't know yet. I'm still working on that. And then I'm coming up with something that will be like a drop-in, jump-out kind of game. Something I could just take somebody who's just walking about like, hey, you, come here, roll dice. Red. Origins? No, Gen Con. Gen Con. That's the only other one that I know OPR is going to this year. As far as here in America. So, I mean, as much as I would love to, even if I get the time off, I cannot swing to the UK or to Spiel in Germany. I'd love to. Can't afford it. What was that random message? OPR had a small table last year. Oh, yeah, it's going to be bigger this year at Gen Con. Why? Because I'm involved. Yeah. I got a way of making shit go crazy. Why did I put? Okay, put that over there. I don't want that yet. We're gonna do the white dry brushing, and I'm not gonna use that. We're gonna use we're gonna use white scar because it's the only other freaking white paint I have that's not freaking apple barrel. Okay, so again, chunky. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. I just remembered, I'm like, hey, these people don't gotta be here. It's Monday night. They got stuff to do. Do I know that one? This one. I like the almost diesel punk look of that mech. Yeah. Yeah, I really like this mech. I really like this mech. There you go. There you go, there you go, there you go. Let's see. Will this work for a dry brush? I'm not sure. Oh, it's not even dried on there yet. Let's see. You know, I don't think that contrast is or the speed paint's dry yet, but I like this I like this effect it's giving me. So we're gonna roll with it. One time, never to be repeated. Done because warbossfitz is impatient. Get off there. I know my dry brush here is not exactly a dry brush. It's more like a chisel brush that I've shanghaied into doing work for me here. Okay, I really like the effect it's giving me there. Okay, things look weird down there. That's fine. It's got a weird looking crotch. Chisel brush to the rescue. Don't mind me, I'm making weird stuff. Do, 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 do. Okay, I might be making a big mistake, but at this point in time, I like these striations I'm getting here. Why? No idea. No idea. No mistakes, just happy accidents. Exactly. Let's channel my inner Bob Ross. was a fail. That's okay. Okay, you know what? We're going to call it right there on the white. We only got a few more colors to go. We got to go touch up the silver. Then I got to do the eyeball in the middle. Seriously, the eyeball's real easy. It's just 2 colors. Okay, so oh yeah, I got bronze or silver right there. There we go. Oh, I had a little hiccup there. Good. Well, I'm done for the night. It was good to hang for a paint session. All right, me. We're about done here. I think this and then the eyeball color will be the end of this. And I might show off some fun stuff here at the end. I'll show off the next one to come to the table. Like that, and then I cup it like this. And I put on that. Should I do the interior? I should do the interior of the gun. That's so far. Okay. And then the eyeball. All of my Dow Union stuff lately has been getting a little Caribbean dot. In this guy's case, A little bit more than a dot. Ta-da. Yeah. Yep. Don't include white on the pole. No, definitely not going to happen. Definitely. The next one I'm not even going to put a pole up for because I know what I want to paint it. And yeah, we'll say that's it for now. Let me pull the camera back so y'all can see this thing in its full glory. There we go. Ta-da. There's our white Gunner Titan. I am not sure. I might experiment over the coming days with the streaking effect, the streaking grime, because you know I can't leave anything alone. We'll see what happens there. Oh, and I realized I put my arm directly in my freaking paper towel. So that is done. That's where it needs to be. Next week we will be doing ba-bang, a jackal long neck. Ta-da! So that's coming up. And then after that, the Orca Great Walker. I'm still waiting for its legs and face to come out. Yeah. So, if you guys are going to Adepticon to the Titan Bash, I'm going to have all kinds of Titans there. Where I'm going to be hooting and hollering, having all kinds of fun, and yelling at people, and throwing stuff around. Apparently, the hell was that? Oh, some broadsword silver that took with him. Yeah. Making Titans. And then my super secret project is an even bigger Titan. It's going to be like 10 plates to actually finish. So that'll do it for me tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, check out the sponsors that we have down in the description below. PrintedStarships.com and Corax Terrain, or Corvus Terrain. God, I get that wrong every time. Corvus Terrain. If you go check out their websites, and they have a discount code in the description for 15% off. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have a lore video coming out this week, because the next lore video I have coming out is going to be the Havoc stuff. And to tell you the truth, I'm having a hard time wrapping my freaking head around the Havoc stuff. So I have to understand it to tell you guys what it is. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah. And then we have I have one video coming out, which is the Pig Orcs versus the Human Empire that I did in Tabletop Simulator, and we'll see how that works. I have to edit that up still. And then Thursday, again on Tabletop Simulator, we're going to have the Dark Elves versus the Pig Orcs, because it is currently cold as crap outside. So we are not going to be out in the garage doing that like we normally do. So we're going to do it digitally. So that's all I got for you tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And I hope you guys are having fun playing OPR wherever you are. We'll talk to you later. Good night.